RedTech Summit 2025.
It's about a connection between executives in our industry worldwide.
Very excited to be here.
But specifically, I've been to many media conferences and stuff, but nobody has been talking about the challenges specifically facing radio.
This is a conference where you go to where you want to meet people and have the time to talk to people at the C-level.
I think the setting is fabulous. There's a different vibe to having a conference outside the big cities.
First of all, you only have one stream, so you don't need to kind of decide whether I'm going over there or over there, which usually happens in many of these kind of conferences, which also kind of puts a pressure to the organizers to kind of ensure that the titles and the content is really like on top. But
there's a lot of ideas that I think in the future, when I'm faced with those challenges, I will be able to deal with.
We exchange during 2 days about our ideas, about our challenges, without any sense of competition.
Probably the most intriguing thing for me is realizing that across the globe we all pretty much have the same concerns and issues.
I attended in my career to several events, and this is the very first time that I've learned a lot of stuff.
It has been very, very enriching 2 days. Right now, I'm wondering why I didn't come for the others before.
And it was not just the weather, but the weather was great too. It was the beautiful people and especially the internationality of, I met, I think, people from 25, 26 countries.
RedTech Summit is very strategic, detailed conversations about strategic concerns for all media companies today, especially when it comes to conversations about AI.
We're trying to find like-minded broadcasters that are looking to innovate, and so
the summit, I think, is a brilliant idea. I think I've been to many conferences, but this is something that's so intimate, and everybody's sharing ideas. So much of energy inside the room. All experienced people here, and offering so much of insights from their respective markets, and people from all over the world are here. So I think this is a brilliant idea.
We all do this for the sake of our beloved media radio.
It's my second time. Last year I was a newbie, and this year I'm not anymore. I'm proud of it. And it's so great to see this event growing, because more CEOs need to know what is happening here. It is just extra level wonderful.
I think the size of the group is perfect. I think the mix of the group is fantastic. These are people that most of them I've never met before.
I think for media, being here and being able to talk to people that have and the solutions for tomorrow and the problems of today is really special.
You know, the world is going rapidly through new technology, and it's very good that we are trying to, catch up with that.
Coming into the space and having the first day, it's been absolutely phenomenal.
I always thought that we had a problem in Kenya, but I've had conversations with professionals, and I'm hearing they're facing the same challenges. The competition from digital media spaces, unable to connect with the new generation, Gen Zs, and other younger audiences, competing with the big boys, the YouTubes of this world, TikToks and everybody else, and an audience that has a very short attention span, and a medium that's very difficult to measure even for advertisers.
It's got a global outlook, so I think it's very interesting to find people here from other European territories, from Africa, from India, from the US and Canada. So I met up and discussed, the one thing we all have in common is audio and radio, whether that's podcasting or radio or commercial radio. We share that in common.
Well, the thing is that the one thing I like is we all are in the same room the whole time.
We're all sitting in the same boat.
it was like 1.5 days. I think the content was diverse. The people were quite diverse. There were like different roles from the participators. So I think it's quite hard to say whether the actual content or the people were the key. But I enjoyed both.
So no competition here. You can come and share with other countries. It's really amazing, and I will be there next year.
In the C-suite, you're making several decisions rather than getting involved in the operations, but you can see how to operationalize the AI.
Many speakers which are reliable, extremely competent, but also having a familiar attitude. They have engaged the audience, trying to let us not absorb notion and information, but also to extract.
Exploring the different situations in the markets, and
sharing new ideas.
You know, quite often you get in your own country and that's great, but I think getting an international perspective and hearing what they're doing differently is very important as well.
Other conferences, you're in there with 1,000 people. Here you get to see people that really decide, really matter, know what they're talking about.
This is so constructive, so positive. Everybody aims to find solutions.
It's a very good opportunity just to check that we're doing some great things in the UK, some things well, some things not so well, where we can improve and where we can hopefully learn or adapt some ideas to make the business better for us, our staff, and for our listeners.
The other thing is the networking between the sessions. And again, when you've spoken to some guys at a certain pause, then you go back to the sessions and just continue.
The Gen Z discussion was one that was fascinating to see that everybody's essentially in the same boat.
It's the international perspective also that it's very interesting to hear about cases in other countries like India, where they are counting in millions. My small country is counting in 100,000. So it's really very, very interesting to exchange about this.
Comparing to other events where everybody is saying radio's dead.
Obviously, the main thing for here, I would say, is still creating the connections, getting to know people from other markets, from other businesses that are able to kind of, you're able to share the ideas, but also you create some tech support.
Talk about future of our industry. It's so important.
It was a great networking opportunity, met a lot of great people that I can tap into, whenever I am faced with some of the challenges that they have highlighted at the RedTech.
RedTech Summit 2025.